Hey Rebels, Coach Carrie here. I am a wife, mom, and nurse practitioner from Texas. After years of killing myself at the gym, I found myself still overweight and miserable. But I lost 55 pounds with Code Red and rid myself of constant chronic joint pain. Hey guys, anybody else out there busy, overwhelmed, have a million things going on, going in two different directions or more at a time? Anybody else like that? I feel like that's a pretty common thing. We're all so busy these days, and I feel that. And I was thinking about what I could bring to you and offer you, and I feel like I'm going to share some tips that have helped me throughout my whole journey and still help me today, still help me stay on track when we have those busy days when you feel like there's just no extra time. And these are things that maybe you do, maybe you've thought of, maybe not. So I hope that this will help you in some way. So I just kind of have compiled a list. Now, the first thing that I do, and I heard about it when I was starting my weight loss journey as well, is to fill your water bottle up at night. Go ahead and fill it up, and hopefully you're drinking out of the 40-ounce Code Red water bottles. Whichever water bottle you like that you drink out of, go ahead and fill it up before you go to bed. You can keep it by your bedside or maybe on the bathroom counter. I like to keep mine there. And that way, once I get up in the morning, I go potty, I weigh myself just like we always do. I have my water right there and I can get started on it. The earlier you get started on it, the better it is for you, the easier it is to get it in, and so you have to start early. So that is one tip that I learned that really helped me out, because I don't know about you, but I hit the ground running just about every single day. And if I don't have to stop and fill up my water bottle, I know it's a simple thing. It doesn't take long, but if it's already done, it just kind of takes that stress off. And I really love that. So that was a good tip for me. That really works to help me get started on that water early. The next tip that I like to talk about is spend a day prepping your foods. It doesn't have to be a weekend day. Whatever day works for you. It doesn't even have to be a full day. If you're going to do anything, what I would recommend would be to prep your protein, because that typically takes longer. You have to cook it a little bit longer and things like that. So if you have your protein ready to go, then you can quickly add veggies and things to it, your veggie and your fat, pretty simply. So if you have that protein at least ready to go, that will save you tons of time, tons of stress and worry about it. You have it all set, portioned out and ready to go. So that is one thing that I do recommend, is that you do take an afternoon, a couple of hours, whatever you have to prep. And then that will get you set up for the week. And that way you don't have to think about it. You have it ready to go. You can grab it and you're all set. Okay, so that is a big tip that I still put in place today. And that really helps us to stay on track. The next thing would be, along with the meals, is to pack them. Pack them the night before. That way, again, they're ready to go. You just have to grab them and walk out the door. You don't have to stop and think about it. And you can do that in the evening before you go to bed. And you can just make sure that you have everything that you need and it's all set. You just grab it and go the next morning. And then, you don't have to think about it. There's no stress, no worry, no, falling off the rails because you don't have time to think about it. It's already done for you. So that's a big tip that I would recommend as well. The next thing is to keep your food list handy. Keep it on your phone. I have a screenshot of the food list. I have a copy of it on my refrigerator. That way we know what is on the list, what's on the yes side, what's on the no side. And I still have mine on my refrigerator. And if you have it on your phone as a screenshot, when you're out and about, if you're gonna stop at the store on the way home or whatever, you can just quickly recall that. And there's no question about, if something is approved or not. And as you go along and you eat the foods that you like, these things. You don't always have to refer to the list, but it's always nice to have it handy. So that way, if you do have a question about anything, you can certainly give it a quick look. So that is very helpful. The next thing is set an alarm for when it's time to get ready for bed. That was a strange one for me, but I set alarms for everything in my phone. I do, because time gets away from me and I'm busy and I'm picking this or that kid up, going to this or that event, doing this or that, and then I'm at home figuring out the next day. So sometimes I found that, time was just getting away, and it was, getting late. I wasn't able to get all of my hours of sleep in, and that's a no-go. That's a non-negotiable. You have to get your sleep in. So set an alarm on your phone. to tell you when to start your bedtime routine, whatever that may be, however long that takes you. If it's a half hour, I would set the alarm, for a half hour before I need to be in bed. And that way you can get that done. And because we're busy, we don't always look at the clock. And again, it's going to be late before you know it. The time just goes so fast. So set that alarm, and that way oh, I need to stop what I'm doing and start doing my bedtime routine, so that way I can go to bed and get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. So that was a big one for me. The next thing that is always helpful is to log into the app. Anytime you have a question or an issue or you just need connection, log into it, because I tell you, there's a lot going on there, and people have questions that maybe you have as well that have been answered. You can always ask your question. You can connect with someone, or you can just read, and that can make you feel connected and help you to stay on track as well. So these are all tips that I have really quickly that I wanted to share with you that I still have in place for me and my family, and I hope that they have helped you in some way, that maybe that'll be something you haven't thought of that will help you stay on track as well, and to make your life a little easier, right? Because we all need that. So I hope this helped you. Please comment below and let me know, what tips do you have to share with everyone? What has helped you to stay on track, to make your life easier? Comment below and let us know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, I'll see you in the app.